Hey guys, Mr. Roombar here. Sorry I'm not with you today. I'm out with some of the Eastwood students working on invitations for our Eastwood Leadership Day, which is coming up soon. So you can probably already figure out that we have four stations set up for today. Miss Bundy and our guest teacher will run the show, and things should go smoothly because these are all stations that we do on a common basis. So I'm not going to take a ton of your time talking, and just make sure that you do everything that is expected of you as if I were there on a regular day. So station number one is on the Lou. We have the apps that you can choose from. And again, pay attention that sports is not one of the apps. So that means we're not kicking it. We are simply throwing the ball for all of the apps that are up there. The person that Miss Bundy chooses will be in charge. That person can choose which apps they want to play. Make sure that you guys are staying back behind that yellow line so that we are not up just slapping the wall. When that station is done, it's time to clean up. Make sure that we are putting the dodgeballs into the hula hoop and then having a seat quietly. Remember, we don't rotate until Miss Bundy or our guest teacher tells you to rotate. Station number two is knockout. We know the deal with knockout. Again, give us a good loud countdown. Whoever loses goes to the jail. Whoever wins gets to pull one person out of jail, trying to eliminate the other team. Make sure that, again, we're not touching the other team's basketball. Make sure that we're starting at the same time so it's an even game. Cleanup for this station is pretty simple. Make sure that the basketballs are on the poly spots or next to the cones, and then have a seat quietly. Station number three is 2-on-2 volleyball, 3-on-3 volleyball. We've done this before with the blue mats. Again, the goal here is not to beat the other team. The goal here is to work together and keep the ball in the air or volley the ball back and forth as many times as you can without letting that hit the ground. Again, using your bumps and your passes and your sets, the things that we've practiced in our volleyball unit. Again, as those come back, try and use those. We're not just trying to crush the ball as hard as we can. The goal is to hit it soft enough so that it can go back and forth with the people across the blue mat from us. Again, really, we shouldn't be touching the blue mats, knocking them down. I get it. Occasionally it happens, but for the most part, those blue mats should be standing up where we've got them started. Clean up for this station. Make sure that we have one volleyball for each group of blue mats, and then just have a seat quietly. And then our last station is Crossfire. We've played this a lot recently. Again, the way to win in Crossfire is by being the last person who has their bowling pin standing. So again, if your pin is standing up, you are standing up. If your pin is down, you are down. When your pin gets knocked down, you are now putting the pin behind the cone. You can still play the game. You just cannot win the game. Again, you are not out if the ball exits the circle. It is not like striker ball. You are only out when your pin gets knocked down. Make sure you're staying behind your pin. Okay, it is totally okay for you to step up and protect your pin and step back, but you should not be standing in front of the pin the entire time. We will start with 2 balls for this. If needed, if Ms. Bundy and our guest teacher feel like we need more, then they will add more balls to that than is needed. Clean up for this station. Make sure that the cones are spread out evenly. Make sure your pin is set up, and make sure your group is seated quietly. So you should have about 10 minutes at each of these stations. Don't waste time when they stop the music and they blow the whistle. That is your sign to get cleaned up, get quiet, and get seated. So the sooner you do that, the sooner we rotate you to the next spot. Hopefully I hear nothing but good reviews and notes from Miss Bundy about how things went when I was gone, and have fun with the stations. See ya.